Hey everyone, good seeing you here, and so you might as well just get the pre-stream started while I'm here. So far everything looks like it's set up. Um, yeah, so welcome back to more of Sports Sunday, where I'm just going to be going through more of Quarterback Club, and I think I'll do the Quarterback Challenge this time, just to see what's going on with that. So just go ahead and get that started. See where our volume's at. You know what, I think that's decent. So I should start recording this. Alrighty. So either way, this is everything you get. And of course, you got all the quarterbacks as they go through them. So either way, you get your options. So you get simulation, play NFL, or QB challenge. Let's go with this. And then you get your options of 1 or 2 players, and then you can even go up to 5 for some reason. And then just me. And then you get your options of different quarterbacks on the 90s. You get whatever their speed is, whatever their okay, yeah. You get their speed, their range, their accuracy, just to see like who can play, who can't. So either way, in the 90s, there were some good quarterbacks out there. So. Figure out who to play with here. Of course, Marino can throw, so might just go with well, Moon's not as fast as I thought he'd be. So we're just gonna go with Hostetler, trying to win with him. And then you get a bunch of different events. The first one is just accuracy. So you have to try and throw the ball to the target. And then this is really more of a timing game. Just because you have to land just right in the right spots. And then you also do get a time limit for however much... or otherwise it just automatically throws. So that actually went pretty well. And I end up getting the most points for this particular event. And then those are just your standings. Let's see, this is a pretty fun one because you have to follow like this little obstacle course. And then just make sure you try and take an efficient route here. And then you do have to go through the path in the right order, otherwise you do get disqualified. Alright, well that didn't go the best, but I mean I'm still up there. And then you have to duck under the bar with Y, and then you have to let's see, jump with A. And then throw the ball with B. Alright, a little bit better. Then I ended up taking the lead on that one. So either way, that's where we stand so far. Fortunately, we're in first by plenty. See, this one's a little different because you have to tap A and B. You kind of have to like mash it too. Either that or do this alternately. Tuesday, we got 77 yards, which is probably not gonna... Okay, never mind, I guess that is gonna take the lead. I think the most you can do is like 81. And then it throws just right when the clock reaches 0. So then, fortunately, I got myself 58 points out of that. So either way, we're up by plenty here, with the last event being read and recognition. The funny thing about this event is you do have to throw to the right ones with the flags on them. If you actually hit the wrong ones, you do lose points. Hence the term read and recognition. Because you have to figure out like which ones are the right ones, of course. Yeah, that's not gonna miss. Okay, well that didn't go the best, but hopefully I still won. Okay, still did. Yeah, it's only 4 events, so it's actually a pretty short thing. So either way, I'll just go back there and just go through that whole thing again. Because what you can also do is that, yeah, if you do this, you're gonna make your own quarterback. And then, the way to do this is actually really convoluted, so I think what we gotta do is just decide if he wants to be a righty or lefty. And then there's also what skin tone, what number. I'll just go with 5. And then what uniform, and really with the uniform, it's just the different teams. So it doesn't really make that much of a difference at the end of the day. And also thanks to Stefan for hosting this. Yeah, I'll just go with Cleveland just because. Let's see. Yeah, just trying to decide on a name here. Oops, missed it. Stream QB. Yeah, whatever, that'll do. So I think if I... God, I forgot what I even pressed to start this thing. Okay, well... Guess that works. And then the interesting thing about this particular mode with the quarterback is that you can use them in exhibition games if you build them up properly. And then you do build them up by going through this thing over and over again. And then it is random as to what gets improved and what doesn't. So, I mean, that's just something to know. I missed that one. Yeah, unfortunately, this guy is going to be really slow, so I kind of had to build a big lead during the throwing stuff. Because unfortunately, we're going to be here for a while. Still remember this one other quarterback I made with, that was pretty much as slow as they get, and then, was also really accurate. But then there was this other one I made with this really good range and then no accuracy whatsoever. So I mean, it's just an interesting look into these quarterback challenges. I mean, they still have these. Let's see, around the Pro Bowl, and they also do have some for college quarterbacks too. I'm not taking a good route here. Okay, well, I guess I did a little bit worse. Okay, so this is still winnable, just, probably not, though. Yeah, just don't expect to win, your first time with a, custom quarterback. And what I'm doing there is I'm just, mashing the buttons. That's really just A and B. This is not going to go well. Okay, well, fortunately the best one counts, so at least I got the 79 still. So if I am going to take this, I'm going to have to do well on reading recognition. And then fortunately the pattern never changes, so at least you know where to throw. Okay, that's a nice start. And for those first two, you always want to go for the long one just because you get more points. Just from the long distance ones. I mean, the short distance are easier targets, but they just don't give you as much points. I think I might have actually won this. Let's see. Yeah, I actually won by a lot. And then you get this little improvement between then. Yeah, just save over this one. Yeah, so now that I showed that off, I think I'll probably just do a few more simulation and then probably just call it there. Let's see, I actually do have a save state with all of them done. And then after a few of them, you can get secret codes, which is one thing I definitely like, is that, you know, nowadays, like Carolina and Jacksonville, even though they didn't exist at the time of this game, they would have been like some DLC or something like that. But then, now you can actually just unlock them by, or just earning the way you unlock them. So let's see, I forgot where I was here. Yeah, I think I was up to this one, except that this one starts in the third quarter, so I really don't feel like playing it for that long. So I think what I'm going to do is do this Green Bay, New York one. And then what we're working with here is that we got to kick off and then make sure the Packers don't score, and then we got to end up winning in overtime. The funny thing about Quarterback Club 96 is they give you like some time, or some caveats with time. So there were a few of them where you had to do it within like a certain time frame, otherwise it doesn't count. And they have 50 of them instead of 30. Which is why I might end up playing 96 at some point here. Right now I'm just sticking with what I'm familiar with. And it is easier to just go off to the side and try and get after the quarterback that way. And then fortunately I forced him into a passing down here, so even though it's only a second down. Of course you can always do that thing where you knock him down at the line of scrimmage, and then fortunately it's legal in this game. And just knocking down more people after the whistle just because I can.
Set. Black. 23.
Okay, off to a good start. And you do use X to get a burst, or just a speed burst. And you can actually abuse the hell out of that in 96 too. Which there is a code you can unlock to give like infinite speed burst. Then you can just run around everybody.
Set. Black. 33. Blue.
And see, also there was no stream yesterday just because I was over at my relative's house and just was there for about like 6 hours or so. So let's see, how do I want to do this? Kind of forget if the Jets can run in this game. I know they're terrible, but forgot how terrible.
Set.
Of course, this year they might not even win a game.
33.
Okay, well that didn't do much. And then for
Down.
the throws, the more you hold the button, the harder you throw it. So that's just part of it.
Set. Set.
Well, then again, they know my play here, so let's just hope this doesn't work.
Fumble.
Oh, damn it. That's a problem with spinning, is that sometimes you can get away with it, but more often than not you fumble. I was doing so well too.
Set. Blue. 42. Incomplete.
So, I mean, this might take a little bit longer than I anticipated, but yeah, we'll see.
Set. Red. Incomplete.
Okay, well, fortunately, forced him into another bad spot. What I do like about that nickel formation is that you can, or it covers the right side pretty well. Okay, at least I took care of that threat pretty quickly.
Set. Red.
So I'll just go ahead and see if we can finish this off finally. So knocked him pretty far that time.
Set.
Of course, unfortunately, Boomer's a lefty, so his play might not work as well.
First down.
I mean, I do love using the rollout with either the Raiders or the Colts. Yeah, just go for it.
Set.
See if we can go along here.
Incomplete. Set.
Also, the Packers do have a pretty good defense in this game. And the Jets can't run, so that's convenient. Okay, well, so far, 81's the only one really doing much here. So we're gonna have to flip the play for a rollout. And nobody's open. Though I do like that the quarterback can knock somebody down. Although, unfortunately, we can't do that for a no huddle.
Blue.
Let's see, I think I want to go.
Set. Set.
Yeah, that's the play I wanted.
Red.
Yeah, almost hit it. The problem with throwing the low one is that it can sometimes get knocked down at the line. Okay, at least I got enough.
Down.
So I'm wondering if I should just go for the field goal and win this thing now. Except the problem is the wind's not really on my side. And this was before they changed the rules, so you can just go down the field, kick a field goal, and win. Or we'll just do it this way, that works too. So either way, that took a little bit longer than I hoped, but I mean, I got one done. Though I wonder how you could do all 30 in a single sitting. Don't even think that's doable. Because I know in 96, even though they have 50 of them, a lot of them are in overtime, so you can actually do them in short order. And then this one's actually pretty tough. You get, or you're down 2 touchdowns, and then you only have 350. And then you have to play the Steelers as the Raiders. So I think first thing I'm going to do is just go tight end hook, no huddle. Just because it's a quick way to get yards. You kind of do have to figure out just where your best players are. And then fortunately I got Tim Brown. So that means I could just cover a lot of ground in only 9 seconds. And also if you get out of bounds, it does stop the clock. Okay, well we scored in only 11 seconds, so at least I got that working for me. And I can't knock the guy down. That is disappointing. So let's see, fortunately we do have 2 timeouts to work with. Or actually we have all 3 timeouts. It's actually pretty helpful. So I mean, this is in case the Steelers try to run down the clock. And then if it's a touchback, it's easier to tell. Oh, I went right through him. Kind of weird though, how that works. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of want to stuff the middle on this play.
Set. Black.
Okay, that was a good call on my part. See, I don't know how long that's going to take, and I actually do plan on finishing this before overtime. So, I think I'm going to use my timeouts here. Or at least if the game demands it of me. So I'll go with power swing this time. Especially they're in the eye, so they're probably going to run.
Timeout.
And I think I'm probably going to save my last timeout just in case something weird happens. Actually, yeah, we'll go with this.
Set. Black. 23.
Yeah, I knew you were going there.
Incomplete.
Okay, I kind of got lucky on that one. I really should have knocked him down right before he got away.
Set. Black. 23.
Okay, so hopefully I can score quickly here, but we'll see. Of course, I did score in like 9 seconds last time, so we'll just see how this goes. And then I'm trying to go with more outs just so I can get out of bounds quicker. And then stop the clock. Let's see, you don't want to go in. Yeah, it looks like the halfback might have to be my first read here. Yeah, that was open. I don't know how I caught that, but okay. And then, fortunately, the clock stops right after you finish selecting the play. So at least that's another thing we got going for us. Alrighty, tie game. And fortunately, only took us 51 seconds. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go for 2 here. I mean, in real life, it would make more sense, but with the way this game is, I mean, it's a little bit easier to just run the clock quickly, or at least move quickly without chewing up too much clock. It is kind of late, so I really don't have my spark on me, but I mean, that's just something that helps with streaming. Although lots of interesting stuff going on yesterday in the I don't know, I guess gaming world. But I mean, there's just a lot going on in general. So I mean, with 4th of July, kind of threw off everybody's schedule, so
Black, 23.
kind of just want to get back into things. Let's see, I think I want to go with Rollout Ruin here. Maybe middle stuff could have worked.
Set.
So I mean, at least the good thing about Rollout Ruin is that it is good with coverage. End up hitting the wrong guy. And then fortunately I got that 2-minute warning on my side. So I mean, at least I can just let them run out the clock here. And then that means that the clock automatically stops after, or when there's 2 minutes left. So it might as well be a de facto pass, or de facto timeout.
Black, 33.
So you better make sure no running backs get away this time. Oh, I went through him. That's annoying. 4th and 12 here. I'm kind of hoping they don't go for it here. And of course they're fucking going for it. Yeah, this is why I kept my timeout on me, just because you can never tell when they're going to do crazy shit like this. Okay, so at least we'll pick our bomb guard here.
Red.
Where's I was supposed to knock him down? Are you fucking kidding me?
Touchdown.
Of course I missed knocking him down, and then of course he manages to pull that shit off. Alright, well I guess I'm gonna have to win in overtime then. That is so fucking annoying. Okay, I don't understand the logic behind that one, but okay. There's a lot of weird stuff happening in this game. I'll just go ahead and tie it right now. Well, not right now, but you get my point. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to restart this. Don't think I can win this now. So now that I'm going into this pretty mad, I should be able to win this easier.
First down. Set.
Okay, it only took 17 seconds that time.
Set.
And I am using the fast forward here, just cause.
back. Set. Red. 33.
So I'm just knocking down that one receiver every chance I get. Just because I can. New strategy. And then you can never tell if they're actually going to do the sensible thing or just pass 3 times. Who the hell knows at this point?
Set. Black. 33. Timeout.
And then I think they're probably going to run again, but yeah, we'll see.
Set. Blue. 23.
Now I was ready for that play, didn't quite execute though. Because the thing is, when you audible, the AI sets the same plays for both sides.
23. Black.
So I mean, that's just something to know. And then fortunately, rollout actually works pretty well
Set.
with the Raiders, just because Hostetler can run. Unless, of course, they read the play. Of course, it's always like that same sense of panic you get in Tecmo Super Bowl whenever the other team picks your play. And you know you're just fucked from that point on.
Set. Blue.
They definitely know what I'm gonna do.
Red.
So that's what I get for being predictable. They got about 3 yards out of that. Yeah, better figure something out here.
Set.
Alright, that's something.
Down.
I mean, I do have some time to work with, so I mean, at least I can go over the middle a little bit more.
Set. Set.
I hope they're all going. Okay, well, this might not go the best. Chewing up a little bit too much clock here.
Set.
Okay, they know what I'm gonna do.
First down.
And I do like having a quarterback that can run. I think I already said that.
Set. Touchdown.
Okay, left about 212 for them. And me, I suppose.
Set. It's good.
And just be careful not to kick it out of bounds. But I'm a believer of the kick it as hard as you can and dare them to go 80 yards.
Touchdown. Set. Black. 33.
I just missed him. Okay, good. At least I got a few cheap hits on him.
Set. Blue. 33.
I
Set.
think they're gonna run here.
Red. 23. Timeout.
This time we should probably be ready for that.
Set.
Looks like they're in shotgun here.
Blue. 42. Red.
Okay, well that was a lucky break. This time not falling for that. This time just remember to knock his ass down here.
42.
Okay, well dirty, but it gets the job done. So let's see, we're in a position where we can win now, so
Set.
let's just see what we can do with this.
Black.
Nope.
First down.
Now you're in a position, if you're the Steelers, where you should let them score, or let me score. But then, fortunately, the AI doesn't really understand that in this game, so I could just run the clock all the way down and then just kick the field goal afterwards.
Blue.
So I think I'm just going to run one more play and then just kick the field goal.
Set. Blue. Red. 42.
And just make sure I set this up properly. I mean, it's that point where you let them score a touchdown. It did come up in the Patriots-Giants Super Bowl
Set.
a few years ago. I need to kick this with no time left. 5, 4. It was not on my side. But fortunately, was able to win that time.
That's the ball game.
See, this one's interesting. It's the same idea, but you have to come back from 10 down against Minnesota with Detroit. I mean, at least this time, this one's actually a lot easier. Just because you have the ball in pretty good position. And then also you got more time.
Set. Red. 33.
And then of course you have Barry Sanders, so we got that working for us too.
Set.
Okay, nobody's open over the middle. That works. And then the Lions actually had a pretty decent team in the early 90s. Of course, they did make the playoffs last year.
Set.
And then I had this crazy feeling they might go to the Super Bowl this year. Even though, I mean, the Seahawks have a decent case. I mean, the Packers have a good case too. But, I mean, I just don't really see how the NFL would allow the Packers to go to the Super Bowl in Minnesota. So, I mean, that's the, I mean, I am kind of a conspiracy theorist about the NFL being rigged and all, so, I mean, I'll just kind of let that out. But, personally, I think one of the reasons you'll never see a host team in the Super Bowl is just because there's way too much tourism revenue to lose. So, I mean, if you saw cities like Houston, Tampa Bay, Arizona, they usually host the Super Bowl. And then New Orleans, too. Okay, whiffed on that one. I think Dallas was another one. And then I kind of used that logic to my benefit at Or one pick in the Final Four this year.
Set.
Just because
Red.
I think Butler might have been the last team from a host state to make the Final Four.
Incomplete.
And then they were a 5 seed and they were kind of obscure at the time, so that's kind of the same thing. Which again, just too much revenue to lose.
Set.
Cause I forgot when they announced
23.
I think it was Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, how they drove up the hotel prices just for that fight. Hey, Eliza Bar. Hope your trip goes well. Let's see, I'm just playing some quarterback club here, and then doing the simulation mode.
Set. Blue. 42.
Does either way, at the end of the day, money does drive a lot of these things. So let's see, I'm actually in a pretty decent position here. I only have to go 65 yards.
Set.
Well, that is true. I have definitely gone through more than enough things when it comes to flying. Especially during the school year. Like, if I had to go home to Chicago from Rhode Island, then there's usually something or other that goes wrong. It's always pretty annoying. And then hopefully I can just run the ball down their throats here.
Set. Set.
So I think that's what I want to do, is just get him going one way and then just
Down.
use a long throw or something like that. Yeah, you think so? I mean, I actually do like Logan. I just always have to take the train there, that's the issue. And then, oh, here's security's a bitch too.
First down.
I actually don't mind Midway that much. So I think I'm in a position where I really have to run down the clock here.
Blue. 23.
So I'm hopefully going to score a touchdown here. Or probably not. Yeah, we'll just take that 2-minute warning.
Set.
Okay, I don't know where you were going on that one, but okay, that works. Actually, let's see, I forgot how good Minnesota's supposed to do this year. I mean, they still have a good defense, they just kind of fell apart somewhere else. Alright, well, good to hear. You have any presentations to do on that trip, or is it just make sure you nail down a sale or something like that? Because, I mean, you gotta be prepared.
Set. Blue.
Especially because the AI gets pretty unpredictable here. Okay, so that works.
Timeout.
Okay, just had to be prepared to answer questions then. I mean, I'm guessing that's the case.
Set. Blue. 23. Timeout. Set. Red. 33.
See if I can't get a safety here. Ah, I missed him. Okay, well, at least somebody cleaned that up for me. And also, I am in the middle of a fantasy draft going on now. So, I mean, in any other streams, if you just hear my phone going off, that's probably what it is. So I think we're about 4 rounds in. And unfortunately, it is going to take that long. Like, we're barely going to finish just in time for this season to start. It's good it's 12 people, and it's got to be like this massive text chain. So we just got to do it that way. That really is the most efficient way to do it, though. Unless you just want to do it all at once online. Speaking of which, I got to start making my board soon. So that means some of my rules are I don't go for guys that had severe injuries the year before. And then for quarterbacks, it's a little bit different because I'm kind of worried about guys who their offensive coordinator left or they lost a really important player.
23. Red.
But also for me, continuity matters too.
First down.
I think one more should do it.
Black. 33. Red. Black. 33. Red.
Let's just go ahead and let this run out.
That's the ball game.
And then up here in Rhode Island, we're all pretty much Patriots fans, even though I am a Bears fan since I'm from Chicago originally. And then they're terrible in this game, so I'm probably not going to play as them. Let's see, this is another one we're playing as the Lions. And let's see, this time we got to beat the Colts. This is actually funny because this was the last time the Lions won anything. And this was before the merger. So it was just called the NFL Championship at that time. So we gotta score 10 points in 3 minutes here.
Set. Touchdown.
Yeah, I actually thought field position was worse, to be honest.
Set. It's good.
So let's see, I might just do this one and then maybe a few more short ones. Then I might just call it there. We're actually making some decent progress on these things.
Touchdown.
And then power swings, ones that's good against the run. So I think I might just go with that.
Set.
This definitely looks like a running formation.
Black. 42.
Okay, definitely wrong about that.
Set. Black. 33. Red. 23.
And then also I did upload one Game Boy Mega Man stream, but I also uploaded the wrong one, so... I mean, I uploaded 2 of them, but I also uploaded the wrong one, so I had to change that just as soon as I'm done here. I mean, it's on Twitch. So I'm just gonna have to look again and just make sure I get the right one.
Red, 42.
Okay, well that makes things a little bit easier, because now I'm only down 1. Also, since 4th of July was going on and I was out with friends, I still got plenty of bug bites on me. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure mosquitoes just like my blood. Well, not just mosquitoes, but other insects too. Let's see. And then I got the 2-minute warning anyway, so I mean, I might as well just run. And what I'm doing there is I'm just switching the play with an audible. And then just when you see them all stacked on the line like that, excuse me, where's my 2-minute warning? Okay, I guess we gotta do this faster then. And then sometimes a game just does that. Well, at least we're making some good progress here. I think we're already in field goal range.
Set. Blue.
And I've been doing some practice on harmony of dissonance. I still have to just go over the map just to make sure I know what I'm doing. And see, fortunately that game's not going to require too much grinding, but there is this one real good grinding spot.
Set. Black. 33. Blue. Black.
So I think I'm just going to take a risk and try and run down the clock here.
Red.
And again, I just did that just to make sure I don't give them a chance to win. I don't think I should run it down too far here.
Red 3, blue 23, black 42. Red 42. Black.
Alright, that should be enough. And I didn't make it.
Timeout.
And fortunately, thanks to that safety, I can just kick the field goal and win here.
Set.
I left a second on. That is annoying, because now I gotta kick off again. Okay, well, I guess time ran out while that was going on.
The ball game.
So, I mean, at least we get to recreate the Lions winning. And then that's the thing about some of these is that some of them you do have to recreate, and then some of them you have to do the opposite. Let's see, this one's kind of long. So I think I'm probably going to skip this one. And then, see, this one we get to play against the Patriots with the Browns. And fortunately, this isn't present day, otherwise I'd be completely screwed. But the Browns are actually pretty good in this game. So I think this was the year before they moved to Baltimore, or 2 years before. So they did go 11-5 and make the playoffs. And then Bill Belichick was also the coach of the Browns at the time. And then now he's with the Patriots.
Set.
So that's another one in the category of funny how that works.
23.
And then, fortunately, nobody can get injured in this game, which is why you can hit after the whistle.
Set. Blue, 33.
Okay, so I think I might be able to actually win this one by a safety. We shall see, though. Maybe we got 3rd and 26 here.
Set. Red, 33.
And other football games I played besides this one were Tecmo Super Bowl for NES, and then we also had Tecmo Super Bowl 3 for the Super NES. They also had that one on Sega, but we also liked making our own team and then just crushing everybody with them. So I might have to show that off at some point. So either way, now that we managed to win by a safety, see, this one's actually pretty interesting. We do have to beat the at the time Houston Oilers with the Broncos, and then of course more bugs. Let's see, and then this is another one of those Elway comebacks. And of course there's that Lionel Simpson with thanks to Elway's patented last second magic, the final score of the Super Bowl: Denver 7, San Francisco 56. Or just because Homer wanted to be John Elway in the witness relocation thing. That was actually one of the better episodes. So unfortunately, I'm starting from the 2 and I have no timeouts. I don't know why I keep saying passwords. I don't know what's going on with that. So unfortunately, I not only had to work fast, I had to get the hell out of my own end zone. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to restart this one. Unless I could. Actually, no, I don't have any timeouts. So let's try something a little different this time. Problem with using that, or that halfback screenplay is that you just leave them over the middle and just put them in position to get killed. And unfortunately, the rules aren't the way they are today, where receivers are more protected. Or then quarterbacks have to put them in a position just to not get them killed. And then also, some quarterbacks have custom plays. And then here you see the Elway, which is a pretty neat looking play, but it's actually not that practical. I think I went with the halfback out. So I'll just go ahead and do that. And also the good thing with Elway is that he had a really strong arm. But then again, like the 80s, he threw so hard that like he would give his receivers scars just from throwing a football. But then again, it's probably between him or Peyton Manning as to who the best quarterback prospect of all time was. It's pretty close though. I mean, now Andrew Luck has a good case. So let's see, I'm not really sure if I want to leave time here, but I also don't have any timeouts, so not exactly in the best spot here.
Set. Red. First down.
But then again, Elway also did play during that big quarterback draft in '83. I think we'll just go for more outs here. And fortunately, they don't have offensive pass interference, so at least you can knock down the defensive backs when it looks like they might intercept the ball.
Set.
Alright, took the lead. So at least we're in pretty good shape here. And see, I think I'm going to want to go for 2 here. Then, of course, I got to figure out which plate works here. Because, I mean, it automatically puts you in short formation. And, unfortunately, there aren't that many good plays here.
Set.
That was a bad idea. And then, fortunately, if they do intercept it, they can't take it back all the way and then get a 2 of their own. Which I thought was actually a pretty neat rule change. Because, I mean, at least rewards the defense for trying to score. Then, of course, there was that Kansas City-Atlanta game where the game was decided by that. And then, fortunately, Houston's pretty bad at this game, so... or in this particular game.
Set.
And this was before they moved to Tennessee and became the Titans. So they're still the Oilers here.
Incomplete.
And then, speaking of which, I think the Titans will probably win the division this year. So, I mean, it's not really that good a division. I mean, the Colts squandered having Andrew Luck for like 4 years. I mean, after that 2012 season, they just straight squandered having Andrew Luck.
42.
And also got him hurt pretty badly last year. And then Houston has a rookie quarterback, so they might not be able to win.
Timeout.
And then J.J. Watt hasn't been able to stay healthy either. And then, let's see, who's the other team? Oh yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah, that's why I forgot about them.
Set. Black. 23. Red.
I just missed him.
First down.
Of course, that's the problem with the play I chose, is that it does leave you open to
Timeout.
running backs going out of the backfield and catching the ball. Unfortunately, they don't have any timeouts left, and they still have a long way to go.
Set. Blue. 33.
I missed him again.
Incomplete.
And then sometimes with the nickel play that I chose, the
Set.
linebackers will cover them.
Blue. 33. First down.
I also have played some on Madden 16 before.
Set.
I mean, that game's pretty decent, but
33.
I mean, it does take some figuring out. Okay, fortunately, that took a lot of time and they didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Set.
I'm allowing a lot of completions, though.
Black. 33.
Then again, Denver's defense is actually pretty bad in this game. That's going to be interference on me.
Interference.
Yeah, I was trying to get in front of the ball, and then that ended up happening. So, yeah, all of a sudden, I'm kind of in trouble here.
Set. Blue. 33. Set.
Let's make sure that running back doesn't get out.
23. Incomplete.
Then again, hits were definitely different in the 90s than they are now.
Set. Red. 42. Blue.
What the hell? How'd he still catch that?
Touchdown.
So I thought I jumped in front of that one. Let's see, it looks like they're probably going to go for 2 here.
Set.
Yeah, it's kind of biting me in the ass that I didn't make that 2-point conversion. Because, I mean, otherwise the score would be tied. Okay, why do you... You know what, I'm not going to question it, I'm just going to go with it. I mean, you just gave me plenty of good field position here. I mean, I have no timeouts. Anyway, speaking of bullshit plays that go your way.
Set.
Problem is, when you throw the ball and they're still moving, they probably don't catch it. Or should I run one, go for the end zone one more, and then just kick the field goal?
Set.
Let's just see. I don't want to take up too much time here. What the hell? You had that one. Alright, screw it. Just kick it now.
Set. It's good.
It's definitely a lot closer than that needed to be. And then, just like before, kick it 80 yards and dare him, or kick it as hard as you can and dare him to go 80 yards. Right on time. Yeah, I think I might end up calling it here after this one. Yeah, at least I successfully knocked him down here. Okay, well that definitely wasn't supposed to go that way, but we ended up still winning. So you know what, I might be able to get this one in. Yeah, so this was naturally one of the greater games that happened in 1986 between the Browns and the Jets. And then this was a playoff game. And then the Browns did end up rallying here. Of course, if that didn't happen, the drive wouldn't have happened. For Denver, I mean. Because the Jets would have been the ones playing Denver instead of Cleveland. Well, that's not good. Probably should have just ran for it.
Set.
Of course, this would have to be pretty hard to do now.
23.
Yeah, it's funny how things changed in 30 years. So,
Timeout.
cause I mean, the Jets will probably be the worst team this year. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, they already quit on their coach last year.
Blue.
And then they still don't have a quarterback, and
Blue.
let's see, they're still kind of paying for drafts from before.
Time. Set. Red. 42.
Kind of keyed in on that running back here.
Incomplete.
We got a little bit less time to work with here. But fortunately, that didn't turn out as badly as that could have been.
Set. Black. 33.
I'll just let this one go. Out of bounds at the 9. This should be interesting.
Set.
So fortunately they can run, or I mean my quarterback can run. So at least I'm in a pretty decent spot here still. Especially if I can land plays like that. So I think I just want to stick with a run and shoot here.
Set.
which is in all things considered obsolete offense now. But I mean, it was revolutionary back then.
Set.
So I mean, there are just offenses that fall by the wayside.
Incomplete.
Whereas they are guarding against that play now. So I'm kind of gonna have to be ready for something else here. Okay, well this has been the only play that's been working, so
First down.
that was not supposed to go that way, but oh well. That's why they make sure quarterbacks can improvise.
Set. First down.
Well, that is true. Bernie Kosar was a pretty good quarterback.
Set.
And then he actually did have some stake in ownership not too long ago. But then for some reason he was phased out. Let's see. Kinda need to make something happen here. Running out of time.
Set.
Nah, crap, that was a bad idea.
Incomplete.
Hmm. Have the hook and go, but I don't think he's gonna.
Set.
Yeah, 49 was kind of open there, but
Down.
instead I got the first down. Of course, if I score with less than 2 minutes left, I might have to onside kick, which
Red.
probably not the best idea here.
Touchdown.
Okay, well I've got some time, but not a whole lot. And no point in going for 2.
It's good.
So really what we're gonna need is a 3 and out and maybe an incomplete pass or 2. That was a nice hard hit. I don't want to stick to nickel here just because I have no idea what they're gonna do.
Set. Red.
Whoops, wrong guy. How many timeouts do I have? Just 1. Not in the best spot here.
Set. Red.
I
33.
think I've seen this play before. Okay, well that was lucky. Of course, if he did catch that, I probably would be screwed here. And then I am going to get the 2-minute warning here. I hope. Sometimes it just doesn't work.
Blue. 42.
Alright, stuffed him with exactly 2 minutes left.
Set. Black.
And then, of course, a 2-minute warning doesn't work. Okay, well that's pretty helpful. At least I got decent field position here. Not a whole lot of time, but let's see what we can work with here. That back cross out, don't think I want to go to that. Yeah, we'll try this.
Set.
And of course, are guarding against that. Alright then, that worked. I was getting a little bit too predictable here. I mean, I think the AI was just starting to figure that out. Except the problem is I also left them plenty of time to score. So I think I'm probably going to be done after this one. Of course, I said that about the last one, but didn't know how long this was going to take. It's usually what I would like to do, or what would have preferred to do, is just score a touchdown with no time left.
Set.
But of course, that would probably require cheating.
Black. 23.
And by that, of course, I mean the rewind feature here. Of course, you had to save time for their celebration sack dance.
Set. Blue.
Trying to figure out which side to attack from here. I probably should have knocked him down. Who's gonna regret that?
Timeout.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do something about that bug. Whereas I probably don't want to kill that particular one.
Red. 23.
And fortunately, he didn't catch that. Probably should have, though. Let's see, I think I probably just want to crowd the middle here. And then force a bad pass.
Set. Red. 33.
Of course, it would help if you can knock somebody down. That's not good.
First down.
Problem was, I went for a bomb, and I just wasn't expecting that on 4th and 2.
Set. Black. 42.
Okay, well, that helps.
Set.
And then also the problem was the play I picked was a
42.
one that doesn't really guard that side of the field well. And then of course the one I picked doesn't guard the field at all.
Incomplete.
Okay, that was luck. That was definitely not skill. Not taking any more chances here.
Set.
But then again, that was a cross route too.
23.
That's a deep post. Okay, good thing I saw that. I think they're gonna go for another bomb here.
Blue. 42.
So the odd thing about this is they usually never throw to the right with those bombs. Okay, I definitely shouldn't have won this one, but I ended up doing so. I still gotta run the ball though. I mean, I still gotta make sure there's no time left.
Set. Blue.
You know what? Not even giving him a chance to cause a fumble. I gotta run one more.
Black. Delay of game.
Let's get a delay a game while I'm at it.
That's the ball game.
And then in real life, that was actually the final score, too. At least I think it was. And I had to check. Okay, this is actually an interesting one because the Jaguars and the Panthers were just concept expansion teams at this point. And then I think the Panthers made 2 Super Bowls and the Jaguars didn't. And then when you get to the later ones, they have like these really long ones. Although these, the last 3 were actually really interesting. But I'm probably gonna have to cover those at different times, so... Okay, 23-20. Yeah, I mean, it still makes sense though. But, let's see. Did, get some decent ones done today, and let's see, I think I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it a stream here. So either way, thanks for watching and thanks for attending and commenting. So let's see, I'll probably be back at this on Wednesday, you know, depending on how writing my paper goes. So we'll see. I think I am going to start with some Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. Let's see, I think I'm up to... And I've been doing some practice on it, and let's see. Yeah, just still trying to get used to how to play that game, and then also get used to how to find everything. I'm probably not going to be doing a 100% run just because there's so much stuff to find, and most of it's really not all that useful anyway. But let's see, I'll just see if I can do my best with that one. So either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.